Hello everyone and welcome to another 999 response video. On this short clip I thought I'd take the opportunity to talk about a couple of scenarios that crop up quite often, and the first one we're going to look at in a moment is around double white lines. Now I've discussed double white lines previously as one of the non-exemptions that blue light drivers are allowed to use, so I'm just going to talk through what my decision making was around that and what the exemption actually means and what the highway code interpretation of that was, and then another one just slightly later on in the video around where, just through no fault of anyone else's, all three cars kind of conjoin at the same time between traffic I'm overtaking myself and then traffic coming the other way. So the first one here we're just going to talk about quickly is around double white lines. So if we have a quick look just here, if we pause it just there, as you can see at the moment there's double white lines in the middle, and I'm not allowed to overtake on double white lines other than in the highway code unless it's an emergency. And as you can see, the car in front of me is already slowing down and moving to the left. So I move into this zone here, and I was hoping this car would move slightly further over, because as you can see, the reason why it's double white lined here is because of the protection for this right hand turn. So there's a little bit of local knowledge here where I know that it's double whited and chevroned in order to protect that right turn. And so if you have a look at the definition of when I am and am not allowed to overtake, so you can move into double whites as long as you're overtaking either slow moving vehicles at less than 10 miles an hour if it's safe to do so. And as you can see here, I've got a really good clear line of sight in front of me as to what's coming up. So in this instance where the car was moving slowly, had moved over, I've got a good line of sight in front of me and they're moving nice and slowly. It was safe to do so, so I was able to just move over and use and cross that double white line. Even though you're not exempt from doing that. But like anyone else, if you're overtaking on double whites, as long as it's safe to do so and the traffic you're moving around is moving nice and slowly, you can do. So if we let that play through, just so you can see what it was like in real time. Car slowing down, moving to the left, I just used those, just cross and straddle that white line slightly in order to move on through. So good vision through, nice and safe, able to progress. So the next one we're going to talk about is just that unfortunate situation where three cars come together and try and squeeze into one space. So if you have a look at my speed bottom left there, I'm using one of my exemptions for the speed, and the car in front of me is I'm not approaching them very quickly. But if we pause it just here, you can have a look that I'm approaching this car and they're already slowing down. Brake lights are on and they're pulling over. But as you can see, my visibility is not great. So I could have probably been a bit further out to the right, but I'm slowing down anyway because I can't see what's coming on. And yes, if we pause it here again, the unfortunate situation where there is oncoming traffic, the car on the left has slowed down to let me go past, even though there's nothing in front of them, and so I've now slowed down, moving out to the right, and luckily the oncoming car, if we move it forward slightly here at slower speed, has moved over to give me space to come through, so I can complete the manoeuvre and thread the needle and work on through here. But if we just play that again real time so you can see, it's that unfortunate situation where I'm slowing down, have a quick look what's coming, it is safe to proceed and move through, and I'm able to do that. But it's just one of those unfortunate situations where the Astra did nothing wrong. They slowed down, they moved over to the left. It was just bad timing that there was another car coming forward in the other direction, so it just made three into one. So just happens quite a lot, happens all the time, but it's that decision making around, do I stop or do I carry on? And it was that decision point where I could have either carried on braking to stop, or because the oncoming traffic had moved over far enough, I was able to progress on through. So that was good. So that was it, just those two examples that I thought I'd give you. So the rest of the run just for another minute or two. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much.
Oscar 37 received.